Alright, here we are. Unfortunately, we were unable to get a daily event going, so we're going to do a couple of two-mans. This is the first one. We won the die roll. We're going to play first. This hand is deceptively terrible, but I guess we have to show the good and the bad. Hopefully it gets a little bit better. Oh, that's a pulse on the end. Maybe it's a little bit better than originally thought. We have all of our colors. We have doubles on white, possibly doubles on black. We'll see what we draw. Um, I'm going to Thoughtseize him in the first turn, although I don't believe that that's the right play, so we're not going to mulligan. We have no clue of what our opponent is playing. This is a typical two-man, so here we go. And we're playing combo elves, so this is probably the most problematic card. Right now, with the way things are, we're going to hope that our opponent doesn't draw basically a way to stay in this game and take out the Llanowar Elves with the Pulse, hopefully drawing swords for the Birchlore Ranger and calling it a day at that point. But for now, we don't have that option. What we'd love to see the second turn is Stoneforge Mystic. And the reason that is because all those elves were one drops, and without a symbiote to protect them, they are extremely fragile. Getting Jit and going to town would be our best option. Ask and ye shall receive. Um, Here it comes. Let me just go ahead and F6 at this point. So our opponent knows that we have that. On our turn, we're going to take out the elves. We're going to swing. Depending on what our opponent plays, we may play the Mystic. Ah, that changes things. There we go. Second elf. There's the Ranger. Presents a little bit of an idea there. The plan is still to pulse, we just don't know what we're pulsing yet. So we pulse the two Llanowar elves, they produce 1 mana, or he just plays another elf and gets the 2 mana that way. But that does limit him down. Then again, yeah, the Llanowars are the best options at this point. And we hope to take out the Birchlords next turn. What we don't want our opponent to have is anything basically threatening at this point. So I know that's a very vague statement. Threatening in this case would be a Wirewood Symbiote because it means that our Jit does not work. Having the 4th land here means that next turn we're just playing Jit equipped swing, and we're going to leave up the counters on it with the exception of the one that's going to kill this thing. So here we have 2 mana for, what are we getting? I could have a natural order. That would be a pain. Looks like Green Sun Zenith. Now we have to kill the Archdruid. He still can't block. If he blocks, he ends up killing his Archdruid and the other. So, but the plan is still the same course of action. While I would have liked to have had another creature down, we just didn't have the time. That's what he did not want to do. 1 counter there, 1 counter there. Now our opponent's down to 2 mana. We have a Knight in hand that can swing past his team as well as Bob's. We're going to drop double Bob next turn unless we draw a land. So So our opponent can make 3 mana right now. That's 1, return, untap, 2, play, 3. Or we could just lose the Jit. Yeah, we're going to go with Double Bob. We actually just want the removal spells. And this can be extremely risky considering where we're at in this game. But we have no effects on his turn, so looks like he's got none for us. First Bob shows the library, second one, another Bob, and the Stoneforge Mystic, which isn't that big. We are going to swing with both Bobs, and we're going to hope and pray that our opponent does actually block. Reducing the elf count there is one of the bigger things. So, am I that greedy? Yeah. No. What I will do is I will play the Stoneforge. And we'll get the 5 out of our deck. And we're going to drop the library. That'll give us a little bit of a chance to mitigate some of the Bob damage for later turns, and also allow us to kind of dig a little bit deeper for different things. So let's see, our opponent doesn't know we have Jit. He knows that we don't have a library. Yes, I still have not restarted my computer, but he does know that we have a Bob in hand. So he knows 2 of our 4 cards. And at this point, I don't believe we know what his card is. But we are blocking the Birchlore Ranger. This puts us to 6. This could kill us. Not anymore. And it will not kill us next turn either. We're going to put both of these back. We're not going to pay any life for them. We're just going to play this land, play this knight, and send the Bobs. Our opponent's counting on Bob pretty much killing us at this point, which I can tell you now isn't going to happen. Yes, we wish to use this ability. There's our Batterskull. Bobs show 2 lands, which will enrage our opponent. We draw a 3rd land. And we're going to put back the land in the Thoughtseize and keep the Bob. We're not paying 4 life for anything. We're going to go Thoughtseize land. Play a land. Couple of different options here. Well, at this point we can just swing out. Our knight's really a 4 because we can draw a card. The Batterskull is 4 life. The Mystic's pointless to attack with. Everything else kills something. The Mystic doesn't. He just blocks it with the Viridian Shaman and eats the Mystic. If he blocks the knight with 3 damage, then we just draw a card with Canopy. Otherwise, this is unblocked is 12 damage. So our opponent didn't block. So we've just won the game. Alright, so that's game 1. We're going to go to game 2 here after sideboarding. Combo elves, we actually want these. Lilianas are pointless, although if he's playing the natural order version, they serve some point. We do want the Canonists. We don't want him going off, and we want the Teague. And we do not actually want the Thoughtseizes. At the same time, we do really want the Thoughtseizes. We are relying on our opponent not. You know what? I think we're better off keeping 2 Thoughtseizes and going down to 1 Pulse. And probably even just the Witness. So our removal package is just 6 cards and a Jit, but the plan is to basically strip him from being able to combo off and force him to start blocking. Alright, here